Welcome to Hermit Woods, where there's a story in every bottle.
Great. Here it is. It's Monday. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, we got a good echo going.
We got an echo.
Serious echo. Whoa, whoa,
fix that.
whoa. I don't think people can hear us, but we're playing around here. Hi, everybody. We're here on Monday. We just got everything set up. We're very excited about it, but there's an incredible echo going on right now here. Maybe you can't hear it, but we sure can. And Bob's trying to take care of that right now. Oh, now we're in the reverb.
Fixed.
Fixed. Very good. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
We got 8 people joining us.
Yeah, it's Monday afternoon again. It's amazing how fast the weeks go, which is great because each one of these Mondays is another opportunity for Bob and I to drink together, which is great.
And
it's not like we
do
that during the week.
Don't we drink every day?
I don't know. But this is the best with everybody out
there. We get to drink with our friends.
You know, this is really great going live, but I can't wait. We're so close upstairs to when club members, our guests, our friends can come in and hang out upstairs.
You know what our builder said today? This week.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've heard that before.
I know, but
I've heard it before.
Could be, though. It's possible. This could be one of the ones where he says possible. It's this week. It's going to actually be this week, right? So
I think
it could be this
by the 20th.
I think
it will happen by the 20th.
We're going to be live up there as soon as it's open. That's where our next broadcast will be.
Absolutely.
So Matt's joined us. Just want to say hello to a couple folks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get a couple business items out of the way.
It's okay. I've got wine in my glass. Take your time.
I think everybody knows this by now because all of our good friends come on. So we don't,
they probably have wine in their glasses too.
Just by
or a beer, maybe.
Ooh, no, we're drinking wine tonight. So, I think most people know, but maybe there's a someone new on, so we should let them know. If you're new, or even if you're not new, just remember, please like our broadcast and share it with your friends if you think you have some friends who might enjoy this presentation. And if you have comments, thoughts, questions, we love questions. Put your questions to us. We'll do our best to put them out there.
Good questions. Just good questions.
Just good questions.
Yeah.
That's the criteria. We can have bad questions.
We've never had a bad question.
That's a good point.
They've all been good.
All right, so all good questions. We have a great audience.
We do have a
great audience. Look who we have out there.
We have the best audience.
So please, and if you haven't already, we'd love it if you'd follow our Facebook page and our broadcasts.
What's
and
with the little bell thing?
And subscribe.
You
the
mentioned
bell,
the
little bell. That's how you use that little bell on Facebook. That's how you subscribe to a Facebook channel. And then you get a notification every time we're live. And the same thing with the YouTube channel. If you subscribe to our channel.
Did they do a bell or did they copy it in a different way?
It's easier. See, it's from YouTube. No, you just scroll below the video and it says subscribe to the channel. It's really obvious.
Yes.
So yeah, subscribe. And if you subscribe, you'll get all the new videos. And you can see all of our past videos. They're all up there on YouTube. So if there's something you missed and you wanted to catch up on it, you can.
You know, someone commented to me the other day, they Googled my name for some reason.
You're all over the internet. Yeah, you're everywhere. Sorry, it's my fault.
No, it's good. That's what we want to do.
So now we can say hello. We got Matt's joined us. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Matt, that bike you sent is crazy. I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that, but not right now. So Jen Eaton, Jen, if you didn't know, she's going to be joining us Saturday. She's going to start working here.
First day.
This is the first time a club member is actually going to become an employee. I don't think it's ever happened before.
Official employee.
Official.
Because we've had club members help with bottling.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Janice is here, and Marianne Houghton, I think is the pronunciation. She wants to know where Chuck is.
Chuck cut down a big tree on his property.
It's not sounding good, does it?
His solar panels. It went the right way. That's not... But this afternoon, he borrowed my splitter and he was splitting some wood, and it's a big red oak tree that he cut down. So even when he cuts them into 16-inch lengths, to put those up onto the splitter, it's like moving an ungainly 150 pounds or something like that. And he tried to do that and did it wrong slightly and crushed one of his fingers. And went to the ER, and it's broken.
That's a very sad story, but I think the audience here is probably going to get suspect because this is like the second time that Chuck hasn't been here because of an emergency room visit.
It's okay.
So I think he's okay. He's been.
I'm surprised we're here every Monday. Are you kidding me? Lots of opportunities. You're out there trying to get low on a balance board on your deck with planes of glass and railings on either side. It's amazing you're here every Monday.
So a couple more. Geraldine's here.
Excellent.
And Judy and Janice. So it's great. We have a good audience. We've got a bunch of people on. And I want everybody to notice Ken didn't even wait for the broadcast to start. He's given up. Why bother? Just pour yourself a glass.
Well, you have this nice preamble that introduces everybody.
May as well have something in the glass.
Coming in, and that's great.
Yeah.
I know you haven't had anything. All of your glasses and cans are out of the view.
All right.
Just to be fair.
All right.
Here it is, guys.
Cheers. We need to throw some love to Twin Barns.
That is one of his favorite beers.
It is one of my favorite beers.
A lot of these Mondays, he actually has a beer.
Well, I don't know. All of you out there probably know at the end of a long, hardworking day, a nice cold beer sometimes just hits the spot. I always tell everybody at this tasting bar, I don't discriminate against any of the alcohols. Beer, wine, cider, spirits, mead, spirits. I'm all about every one of them. They're all interesting. They all have a place in the world. And sometimes for me, after a long day, a good start to the evening is a nice cold beer. And Twin Barns, with their late cruise DIPA, does a fine job. So they inspire me.
That's why he's smiling so much too when he gets on this thing.
Yeah.
The end of his days, he gets forward to go and present.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's good.
Quiet moment while we sip. So, very good. So,
very good.
So what are we here? What are we doing today?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a surprise since we didn't tell any of you.
It was a surprise to me too. Which, by the way, I love the idea, but it was a bit of a surprise to me.
We are trying very hard to get ahead of this. There's, trying to come up with good ideas and promote them in advance is challenging, and so we're trying to find the time to do it. And we've been better at it, not as good as we would like. We're getting better at it. We've got some really fun things scheduled out, actually for months. We've got some interviews scheduled for a few months, and that's going to start showing up. So you guys are going to have to scratch your head wondering, what is Ken and Bob going to talk about today? and you'll know because we're gonna tell you.
We'll know too.
But I'm sure you were scratching your heads today. We decided to make this today's broadcast about our deli. There's so much fun and exciting things going on in our deli, and we're getting ready to release our spring menu. We just did a sampling.
She's already introduced some of those.
She's doing it as specials.
It in? Oh, specials.
No, she's doing it as special, so she gets a gauge on how people like the different items.
Okay.
So and it gives them practice making them in the kitchen, and gives her a chance to teach the other folks to do it.
She's got her game on there.
She's got her game on.
That's good.
That's Debra Urquhart. She's our chef. She's doing a great job, and we're really pleased. So she's got a great menu. We're excited to share that menu, and we're going to have a couple of the items off of that menu. Some of these are from our previous menu, and
one's named for a club member.
And one's named for a club member. We had to have that one here. Eli. Is Eli there? Yeah. Is Eli here?
Maybe
he may
Eli's
be here.
There. He's often
he
here.
Usually shows up, but maybe not.
Eli is a long-standing, if not one of the first club members of Hermit Woods, like a single-digit club member number.
He's been coming since Taylor Road too.
Yeah,
he's been coming a long time.
But Eli as we had
and
membership,
Mardine, so when we said we were going to do a deli, Eli came and said, "Well, I make this great sandwich. You got to try it." So we brought Eli into our kitchen, and he made the sandwich for us, and it was on the menu.
And so we call it Eli's Panini.
Eli's Panini. Yeah. And Charlene wants to know when Bob's Tomato Sandwich is coming back.
Oh,
well, if you know anything about Bob's Tomato Sandwich,
question.
You need to know it's got to be fresh tomatoes.
It's got to be real, fresh, local tomatoes.
Yes. Yeah. So it is coming back
Yep.
as soon as Picnic Rock Farm opened up this last weekend.
Do they have a greenhouse there?
They do.
They do.
And they grow
they
tomatoes.
May have tomatoes earlier than
very soon. Very soon.
Wow.
And Moulton Farm has tomatoes. Last time when we met Moulton, he said he has
big green,
baseball-sized green tomatoes. So in a week or two, Moulton Farm is going to be putting out fresh tomatoes. So whether Picnic Rock or Moulton Farm, we're going to have fresh tomatoes, and Bob's Tomato Sandwich is coming back.
Exactly.
I can't wait for it because it's my favorite sandwich.
I fell in love with that in your kitchen.
Yeah,
which was right next to his bedroom, which was where the actual wine tasting room was. Oh, that was great. Very fun memories. And you were growing all those tomatoes. They came right out of your garden.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Oh.
That's right. So and we used to. We did that every weekend. We would make up a bunch of tomato sandwiches, and we would make them with. We're going to talk about this more later, but
the Bread Peddler.
The Bread Peddler's bread. If you haven't had this, I eat this every day, whether I'm here or at home, because I get it at home too. Bunch of different varieties. He's a small bread maker. He makes it out of his kitchen in his house. He actually has a
dirt road over in San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly. He's got it's a certified commercial kitchen in his basement. Actually, it's not his.
Yeah, it's in his basement.
His wife told him he had to go to the basement. So he's in the basement. But he makes great bread. And guess what? If you like his bread, you like the bread we make our sandwiches on, you can order it too. If you
from him directly?
Yes, so you could definitely order it from him, but you can order it here. So if you tell us by Sunday afternoon that you would like a loaf of his various styles of bread, we get a delivery from him every Wednesday.
Perfect. That works best.
Yeah, and you can come in and pick up your bread order, and it's fresh. It's made on Monday or Tuesday, and it's fresh on Wednesday, and we have it. So come on in anytime you want. Put an order in. We'll get you some fresh bread from the peddler.
Are people out there aware of bialys? You know what a bialy is? He makes a damn good bialy. I met my wife in New York City, and
that's a Jewish
great
bakery delicatessen.
Yeah.
Delicacy.
Yeah, it's a deli. It's
deli
a classic thing in New York. That's where I first learned about him. I didn't know about him.
Yeah,
until I was 20.
And he's a New York baker.
Yeah,
he's from New York, isn't he? Yeah, he's out of the city. So, Janice loves bialys, so that's cool.
Excellent.
Hey, Chuck's here. Chuck's he's survived with a broken finger. I'm glad you could make it, Chuck. I wish you could be here with us. We have a piece of food for you.
Well, we don't have gin here.
We're going to eat.
I think he's
going to need gin. Matt says he's going to need scotch.
Matt, we did a tasting with a very well-made smoky bacon by another enthusiast of ours, Greg Farley, who
is Greg here today?
Us. And he recommended we have it with a smoky, peaty Islay Scotch. And so Chuck and I did a tasting of bacon with Scotch.
Sorry, I missed
it. Phenomenal. It was next one, Bob. You need to be there at the next one. It was.
We got to find some
an
local smoked
amazing
bacon.
combination. Yeah, this bacon was incredible. So we need a good. We made it down at the smokehouse in Kennever.
Yeah, we have some pretty darn good bacon here that we get locally. It's
Oh yeah, when she makes up the bacon for bacon jam.
yeah, we don't ever have it as bacon, but it's in our bacon jam, which we're going to have tonight.
How come we can't
And
get some
it's
of that?
from the let's see, North Country Smokehouse.
North Country Smokehouse. Let's start there.
I think it's a good idea.
But it's just getting
So,
cool.
well, wait a minute. Before we go there,
Okay.
we'll switch. So here's a.
It's not there yet. There's actually coffee that goes into it. And that's what adds this really unique character to
Not
it.
just any coffee.
Oh, of course not just any coffee. You have to have really good coffee.
Wayfarer Coffee.
Wayfarer Coffee.
Have any of you had Wayfarer Coffee? This is amazing coffee. This is roasted right here, 10 miles down the road from us in Laconia.
You need a
Wayfarer
wine
Coffee.
glass, just so you know.
We have plenty of those.
So we're going to try Lake House Red. Let's do both. Let's do side by side Lake House Red and Crab Apple.
That's a good idea. That's going to be
And
interesting.
see which we prefer.
So before we do that, let's talk about all the ingredients.
All right.
So we talked about the bacon jam, which we make here in-house. We have to actually give credit to Davida.
Davida.
She was the one who created that original recipe,
right.
and she shared it with us. So we
Yep.
continue to make it.
And Nate amped it up.
Nate amped it up.
And
And now Deborah's
has
owns it.
amped it up.
Yeah. And hopefully someday we'll get that in a jar so people can buy the bacon jam.
Genuine local
panini.
can make it for us, right?
Yeah, Genuine Local. If you haven't heard of them, you should look them up. They're doing some great food stuffs here, local food for local food providers. So what else we got? We got, mustard. So
There's mustard in here.
there's mustard in the bacon jam panini. It's the 6288 stout mustard that was in our panini. And
Wait, who made that mustard?
Oh, wait
Is
a
that
minute.
Steve's mustard?
I'm sorry, I'm screwing it up again. That's in Eli's panini.
I'm going
This
to
is-
eat. See, he's going to tell you about this
North
stuff.
Country Smokehouse and the Wayfarer Coffee and bread from the Bread Peddler. This is his rye bread from the bread. No, this is the this isn't the rye. This is the
Peasant?
sourdough. Oh, peasant. Thank you, peasant. Peasant.
Yes.
See, you got to be careful how much you drink before you start your broadcast on Monday.
So the bacon has this real smoky character to it.
Marika says no mustard. I'm sorry, Marika. I'm getting it right. I'll get it right. Don't worry.
So the Lake House Red has a smoky note from this barrel, one of the barrels that we have. And it seems to go beautifully aromatically right now. I'm still chewing this wonderful sandwich, but I'm smelling the Lake House Red. and that smoky, fruity character.
Oh, that is,
Oh yeah.
that is delicious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and this was the same thing happened with the Scotch and bacon. That the smoke aromatic sort of permeates your head and carries up. So this smoky, bright Lake House Red goes really well with the sandwich.
That is a darn near perfect marriage.
It's really good.
Oh my God. That is perfect.
Sorry, folks, we're going to eat here for a moment. Wow.
So that turkey, and again, the turkey's the North Country Smokehouse.
Super. The turkey's incredible.
I got a tour of the North Country Smokehouse one day. Over in Claremont. Great operation. Really cool. You walk around, there's just hanging meat everywhere, smoking. Wow. It's just so wonderful.
So one of our Mondays, we should go there.
We should go there.
We got to go there.
Absolutely. You know where else I want to go? Wozz.
Oh, we got to go to Wozz.
Got to go to Wozz.
We got to go to Wozz.
You got to meet Wozz.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
He's a great.
He could tell some stories.
Wow. This is a really nice combination.
So hands down,
Yeah.
that the turkey bacon jam panini and the Lake House Red.
All right, so crab apple. Let's
Crab
switch it up
Right.
because the crab apple with turkey, roast turkey, is a classic combination that goes really well.
Right.
So here's a challenge.
Let's see.
And in the sandwich, there's a really nice balance between that turkey smokiness and the smoky turkey flavors.
That's perfect too,
That's really nice too.
because
It's different.
it's very different.
This is cold. It's tangy. It's alive. It washes it down really nicely. The Lake House Red kind of melds with it.
So that's what, yeah, I was going to say.
Part of
it
the thing.
becomes part of it.
This is more like washing it
Clean
down.
your
It's
palate.
like a good Chianti with a slice of pizza or something.
Yeah.
Just washes it down.
It's perfect. So different, it depends on what you're trying to achieve with your pairing. If you're looking at sort of an intermezzo, you're looking to clean your palate between bites. This is, they don't overcompete. You can still taste the
You
sandwich.
get both. Retronasal, you get both the wine and the food coming together.
So
Great. That's those pairings. Marika, Deb, and everybody.
They nailed it.
They
They nailed it.
perfect.
Janice wants to know if we ever do live audiences for our broadcast.
Come on down.
Why not, right? The food tastes better.
Remember we did that in Boston?
Yeah.
Remember we had to answer that questionnaire.
What was that? That was for public radio. We were in the library, the Boston Public Library, with what were the two
people.
hosts, the Boston Public Radio hosts.
It's
a news hour
show.
Yeah,
that they do, and they bring
somebody will know
in.
it. So it's a man and a woman.
Yep,
and
it was great.
Yeah.
I'd never done anything. We had to have headphones on. They had to ask these questions, and I don't pay any attention to the news or try not to. And so I was worried that there were going to be, obvious questions that were in the news. But that was a really fun event.
It was. That was great. Does anybody know if anybody out there remembers who the relatively famous Boston public radio hosts? They're on weekdays like 11 to 1 or something like that. And
so that's a filming setup, big system, and then the public are out there.
It's in the lobby of the library,
and you're glassed in, looking out on two major roads in downtown Boston. So people are walking by, watching you with the lights on your face and the headphones on, and you're talking through this whole thing. It was fun. We talked to those people and presented Petite Blue and other things. That was a great event.
That was a couple of years ago.
So we could do some of these upstairs in the future after the pandemic.
We're going to.
We could have a live audience upstairs with the setup, and we do this.
That's a good idea.
Why not?
Yeah.
And they could have the same food in front of them. and the same wine in front of them. And you could run down through the aisle and put the microphone up to someone and ask them questions.
Let's not get too carried away.
Okay. All right.
So to wrap this one up, we talked about the ingredients. Which of the two wines, which are you going to order next time you have the turkey bacon jam panini?
I'm going to order both. One glass is not enough. I'm going to have both. Because they're both, and they both do a different thing. So I'm going to eat half the sandwich with Lake House Red. I'm going to eat half the sandwich with crab apple.
I'm going to go with the Lake House Red. That was just such an amazing, having those two in my mouth together.
It is really amazing.
And like you said, the crab apple cleans your mouth. It's a different experience. And I just enjoy the food and the wine.
Yeah, I know you love that. Just melding.
Full on melding, and it's just wonderful. So that's awesome. So that was the turkey bacon jam panini. We can finish those later. And
I love it when we have this food here. Wow,
I know. And guess Marika's on actually. So now I'm not sure Marika might have made these, but also Stephanie is coming up in the ranks in the kitchen.
I know.
She's many of you probably have met Stephanie. She's been here for probably about a year now.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
She's doing a great job. So
she was back there.
These. I think she made these. I think she made these. Yeah. So cheers to Stephanie. Yeah. Nice job. You did a good job. And if I'm wrong and you made these, Marika
did a great job.
Marika did a great job.
We have great staff.
We have great
all
people.
The way around.
We have
great staff.
So Janice's game. She's going to be here for our new live show. So.
Excellent. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Matt says he'd come up from New Jersey for a live show. New Jersey? Why are you coming up from New Jersey?
Maybe he's on a bike ride.
There's got to be a message in there. Why is he coming up from New Jersey? Tell us, Matt. Why aren't you coming up from Massachusetts? Isn't that where you live?
It is. Yeah, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Hadley.
Exactly. What's going on?
I don't know.
Anyway, he'll tell us.
Maybe that was a polka chuck for going to New Jersey.
Marika put this spread together, but Stephanie cooked it. So, way to go, Stephanie.
What a team.
What a team. So we're gonna do Eli's. Come on, Eli. Are you out there? Eli's usually here with us. He'll probably see this later because this gets all these videos live out on the interwebs forever and ever. So
Eli, this starts off every bit made in New Hampshire. A creation of a longtime New Hampshire resident and friend of the winery, Eli. So this has Wozz triple ale onion spread.
See, Ken knows I'm going to screw this up. So
I just jumped in. I didn't have a double IPA before starting this. Although the Wild Blue is 8%. That's what I was thinking. So,
we got to talk about
that. Yeah, we will talk about that. Wozz is an amazing guy. He's from, I think, Australia.
He is. Yep.
And
he's got that great Australian accent.
I believe he met the person that he's with now in New Hampshire on a cruise. He was the lead chef on a cruise line.
It wasn't a cruise line. No. He was the head chef for private yachts.
Private yachts?
Yes.
Okay, which is go another step up.
Yes. I don't know where he met his wife. He may have on one of those yachts.
I think it was on one of these yachts.
He worked for people who owned private yachts, and he was their private chef.
Why would you leave the South Pacific on a yacht?
Because his wife said
New Hampshire. Because he met someone.
He met somebody.
That was from northern New Hampshire.
She said, we're not doing this anymore.
Ken, I got to just jam all this good stuff into a jar. Because that's why I'm going to do it. And that's what he does. He makes this incredible stuff and jams it in a jar.
And his name is Wozz.
W-O-Z-Z.
It's a nickname, but it's his name. That's what he goes by. You call him.
That's awesome.
Call him Wozz.
Yeah, so these spreads, I mean, some people and some of us, you just scoop it out and eat
them with a spoon.
You
don't need
like
it on a sandwich.
Pudding or something. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
It really is.
But you can spread it out on something. And so Eli came up with this. He takes some of the triple ale onion spread.
Yeah, that's this, what I just shared.
And then uses some of the Harman's really aged cheddar. Which you guys that have been here before, you know we love this. We got to go to Harman's too.
We do.
On one of these trips.
We do.
Absolutely. This is going to be fun to take this on the road.
There's a new brewery up there too, you know.
Oh, of course. We're going to go
on the way to Harman's.
You got to get to your depot before you get on the brewery. And then Blackwater Mustard.
Yep.
So Steve,
tell about that.
So Steve is a local guy. I buy rhubarb from him.
Yeah.
Every year that goes into our Lake House wine.
We did a farmer's market with him one time.
That's how we met. Yeah, that's how we met. And he makes this incredible mustard, a whole bunch of mustards, some of which now even use our wine in them, like that one.
Our snail logo.
That's next.
The crabapple mustard. There we go.
So we have the Blackwater Mustard on rye bread from the Bread Peddler.
From the Bread Peddler.
You know, he makes a gluten-free rye, which is phenomenal. Gluten-free breads can often be really just dried out, cardboardy.
It's hard.
It just doesn't have that same mouthfeel that you get with a full-on gluten bread. But whatever he does with his gluten-free rye, nails it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
He's a great bread maker. I've been eating his bread for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's almost all I eat. That's so good.
All right, so we're
What
doing
do we pair
Eli's
this with?
now. What are we pairing?
Hermitage.
Suggested pairing is Hermitage. Eli, I like the way Eli thinks here. We're going up with Hermitage on the pairing. So this is our full-on premium dry red wine, barrel-aged for 2 years, a blend of blackberries, blueberries, elderberries, and black currants, and has sort of a southern France on a weird trip through the berry patch type of character to it. I love the way this vintage married with the French oak, so beautifully. It just gets better and better in the bottle. That's the 20 vintage. So I brought up a couple samples for Bob, and he's bringing this out. He was drinking other stuff besides the beer before we got started. Wow. In the past, when I've made Hermitage, I've always let the components age for 2 years or so before I blended them. And I've been experimenting with blending earlier to help all the biochemistry take place in the barrel. So this is my first attempt at blending a 20, which is going to be young and fresh and bright. And
What a
this
difference.
has all of the old.
Smell that. Stick your nose in there and try the other one.
Oh, yeah. See, this is the challenge.
I know.
This is the challenge, is to try to
Go from that to
try
this.
to put this together in a way that's going to roll out and become this. Because I remember putting this together and I was really disappointed. It was like, it was too bright, it was too red, it was too fresh, it was too berry. It just wasn't Hermitage, because I was sipping 15 Hermitage at that time. So this is the 17 that we're drinking right now. This is what's on the shelves. It's a 4-year red wine, but this is red wine. This is what red wine, to me, is all about.
It's delicious. It's delicious. And the younger one is delicious too, but it's amazing how different it is.
It's a baby.
Yeah, and it's the color. You've got it's bright purple, and so yeah. So anytime we do a food tasting, this is good to know. Always, I think it's a good idea to try the wine by itself first, so you know what the wine is doing all on its own, and know whether you're competing correctly with it when you get your food in your mouth, and then try some food on its own, and then put them together in your mouth.
Oh, wow. It brings out the onion.
Who would have guessed that?
Wow. I had no idea. See if it happens for you. The onion and the rye just pop for me. Coming out of there with this wine.
But it totally
before-
works.
It worked beautifully. But before I'm eating this sandwich, it's really cheesy. It's really rich.
Yeah.
It's oily. It's delicious. But with the red wine,
it's
it
wild.
makes the onion and the rye pop. They just stand out. The biochemistry of all this stuff is just really wild. Food chemistry. So, I'm going to try this with a little crab apple.
All right.
Because all that cheese, that smoked cheese.
I bet the smoked cheese, you probably go with the Lake House White. Here.
We still have some there.
Yeah. I got another bite.
Oh, that's really nice. Oh. Oh. This is all about the rye now. This is like having a piece of rye toast with crabapple jelly on it or something for breakfast. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really good.
And this actually is good in a different way than the last time. I'm enjoying the two flavors in my mouth together. I don't know why that is.
The last one?
Yeah, the last one I felt like it was more of a cleansing of your palate.
And they didn't blend together.
And they didn't blend as nicely. This, I feel like it blends better. And maybe it's the cheese. There's a lot of cheese in this.
It might be the cheese that does it. We'll have to try again.
Yeah, these flavors, it all melds beautifully. And I agree with you, the rye jumps right out with the crab apple. I don't know why that is, but it's so fun. If you don't do this, you should. You should, every time you have a bottle of wine,
have food
and try it with different things. Try it, blend the taste in your mouth.
Or not. If you have a good book and the fire is going and there's snow outside, just drink a whole bottle of Red Scare reading a good book. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite events. Sorry, carry on.
No, I'm with you. Although I was thinking a nice little dram of scotch.
Oh, Scotch. That's good too. That's good too.
We don't make scotch yet, but hey, you can never know.
You said yeah, didn't you? That was the little crack. Nope. Zip. Okay.
So Eli's Panini, very good.
That's awesome.
With both.
What a great blend.
Selections.
I remember when he was here, and was it Nate at the time as a chef? Anyway, Eli was working back and forth with how much of the cheese, how much of the Wozz to get that balance right. And it's really a nice sandwich.
It was fun working with him.
Yeah.
He came in the kitchen and he felt totally at home, totally comfortable, making his way through the different ingredients. We had to make like 4 or 5 paninis that day to get it.
Well, that was a problem, huh?
That was a problem.
Slightly off here, slightly off there.
So what do we got here? With this, this is
wow.
All right.
That's the hummus wrap.
That's the hummus wrap.
So this is a white tortilla wrap stuffed with rustic roasted red pepper and garlic hummus. Where do we get that hummus? Does she make that hummus?
She makes it hummus. Yep.
So she gets the chickpeas and
it's all made here.
them all up and blends that all together.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And it's delicious too.
I know that's the way Maya
That's the way hummus is really. It's easy. I shouldn't say easy, but it's not that complex of it. And what's hard is getting the right flavors together.
And the consistency.
Consistency.
A good grinder to make it. You ever had the Trader Joe's 3-layer hummus?
No.
I digress, but we went out to Trader Joe's last week. That's just a great type of hummus. But homemade hummus, like we do here at Hermit Woods, is even better.
Now, Janice says
Brook
hummus wrap. Geez, what do you think she's saying?
What's that?
Janice writes hummus wrap. Geez.
Geez.
I don't know.
She can elaborate.
She'll have to elaborate
because
I just
Maple Brook mozzarella. So this is the mozzarella cheese that's in this.
Maple Brook, Vermont.
Maple Brook, Vermont.
Yeah, Vermont mozzarella cheese. Awesome cheese.
Yeah. We should go there too. Why not?
Road trip.
There's probably a brewery nearby. They make a lot of good beer.
Now, Picnic Rock. So we have to tell you just a little clarification. There are some greens in here and some veggies in here that are not as local as we would like. And that is because it's off season. And it's hard to get some of the greens and some of the local ingredients that we like.
How far did we go? Chile?
No, I hope not. I don't know the actual source. We do source from local companies like Black River that actually.
Unplug this. We wired it so it's good. We can shut it down.
Yeah. So we could have. They could be relatively local. I don't know exactly. We have to get them from our Black River Produce Company, which is a local sourcing company. Right. So we're pretty confident they're
I mean, that's the goal in all of this. This Hermitage I would love to get blackberries from, up the road here, but I can't get enough blackberries.
You can't get up. We need hundreds, if not thousands of pounds.
4,000 pounds of blackberries last year.
Just so you know. Oh my God.
4,000 pounds.
Yeah, no. So the local farmers come in with like a basket. Right. You can't do it.
Right.
So we're working on that.
Wild forages, and he gets me 7 pounds.
He's been foraging blackberries for you since day one.
Since we were at the other place.
Day one.
He lives in Tilton. He's right up the road.
It's awesome.
Still brings in stuff. I buy everything he's got every year, no matter what, and it's great. But so we can understand that it's difficult right now.
Yeah.
To get those local produce,
but we're right around the
greenhouse. Remember the hydroponic
when we were at Moulton Farms?
At Moulton Farm, that lettuce was awesome.
Awesome. So between Moulton Farm, which is a mile north, and Picnic Rock Farm, it's a mile south, we'll be able to source for the next 6 months all of our local greens, our tomatoes, and the ingredients that go in all these sandwiches. So
I don't think Hermitage is going to go with this.
I don't think it's supposed to. What does it say? What are we supposed to have?
I thought I'd finish it off just in case.
So the hummus wrap is suggested with Winnie White.
Oh, Winnie White.
Lake House White. We're almost out of Winnie White, so we made the switch. We're going to go with Lake House.
Oh, we make a little switch up here.
A switcheroonie.
Yeah, switcheroonie.
So let's get another glass.
Well, this is one of my favorite wines.
I had this last night. And you know what I had this with? One guess.
3 honey wine?
No.
With your honey?
No. What I had this wine with, the food.
Oh, you gave me one guess.
So you lost.
Came up with it. I lost.
Mussels.
Oh, with mussels. Oh, yes.
Oh,
yeah. Did you cook with
of course I did. Yeah, we got some mussels.
I loved your video of that whole thing of how to do that. Is that on our YouTube page?
It's on our
website, or
I should get this.
So Bob, I didn't even know this. Bob did this whole thing. He showed me the video, and he goes through this whole thing, perfect pandemic thing, of how to cook your own mussels at home with our Lake House White. And you do all the you chop like you should be behind the deli over there. You're like,
you know who I learned that from?
Chop it.
Chef Barry.
Oh, Chef Barry at the Balsam.
He taught me how to chop.
Ah. So anyway, yeah, Lake House White is
one of my favorite wines.
I go to this stuff all the time.
I could drink this all the time. Yeah, this is great. Cheers. This is one of your masterpieces.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you.
This is peaches, rhubarb, rose hips, and quince.
Yep.
All local, all organic.
Yep.
And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
I just love the combination of aromas because I get to, ferment and taste the different pieces separately. But when they go together, like Hermitage, it changes everything.
And they marry. Those flavors all come together so nicely, and it's not disjointed at all. It's
all together.
Married
it's a
in
white
your mouth.
wine, completely dry, engaging, harmonious white wine. This is what white wine's all about. And mussels are perfect because this, there's no slate or limestone that's growing in like you would with Chablis or something like that.
There's some beach sand.
There's some beach sand for the rose hips. Good, but that's completely different than a slatey. But this has sort of that minerality sort of thing that a lot of people talk about. But there's nothing in here that would direct that to occur. And there's still a lot of discussion about minerality in wines. It's one of these weird phrases that goes around and is used a lot, and it evokes like wet slate or the smell of rain on a rock. There's certain aspects that some white wines have.
It's a nice descriptor if you understand.
It's a good descriptor, but there have been tests. I've read articles about people that have dug in on it, on the chemistry, and there are no mineral particles in the wine that relate to the minerals in the rocks and the rest of it. Yet it creates
better not get me started
character.
on this subject.
It's a good subject because it's a very wine-centric subject.
It is.
It is.
It is. But what I always
has
say,
minerality.
What I always say is you need to come up with a language that describes the wine to you. And if minerality is that language, fine.
Yeah.
Because it speaks to the things you talked about.
Likes that. that
Yeah.
word. It works for him.
It works for him.
And I know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
when he says it.
exactly. So it's okay, even if it's not directly related to some actual physical transformation of the wine. It's descriptive and it helps you understand.
Oh, God, I love this stuff.
So not to break from that, but we had a question. Yeah, we got a sandwich. And we had a great question. What are the stoppers we're using? So let's
Oh, yes.
So these are great. We sell these actually. We have always sold these. They're called well, I'm drawing a
Senior
blank.
moment?
Having a senior moment. No, a dip-on moment. So
Here they are. We have them in a fishbowl.
yeah, the Haley's Corkers.
Haley's Corkers.
So they're actually ideal in so many ways because they do several things. They have a screen in them. So they actually screen the wines if you have some unfiltered stuff in there. They'll screen it out.
Like the Hermitage may have some sediment in it or something typical of a red wine.
It also keeps the fruit flies from coming in, which is really handy.
That's very good.
And then you want to just seal it up quickly. You can seal it up quickly. And it's also got a little aerator.
Yeah, there's a straw. So when you pour it, it actually entrains. And we've done this on the show before where we aerate a wine. It works.
It's subtle, but it works. And then there's a drip stop. So it prevents dripping all over the counter. So these are really cool. We use them on all of our wines and we do sell them. So there you go, Janice.
In a fishbowl right by the
We sell them in a fishbowl.
Well, they're so popular.
I know.
It's like gumballs. You just load them up there and off they go.
Marika's already answered her. She beat us to it.
Of course she did.
She's right on it.
Talk about on the game. That's Marika.
Matt says, I can't believe that about Rhone wines. I don't know what he's talking about that. What is he talking about?
I can't believe what about Rhone wines?
I don't know.
That
Matt, you'll have to explain. And Priscilla wants to know, let's see, a trip to India. I like that. The Hermit Taj Mahal tasting.
India?
We have some creative guests today.
Maybe they're drinking
Somebody
too.
suggested a wine train too. Maybe we can partner with the train in town and do a wine train. That's a
like
great idea.
Snowpiercer. We'll just go on there and just load up a bunch of cases and just keep going.
We're supposed to be trying the hummus wrap with Lake House White. Though.
I am.
Try it.
You know what?
What did you find?
I'm not getting a great synergy between the two. They're fine, but I'm not getting.
First of all, remember that's not what's recommended on the menu.
I know. Winnie White. I'm surprised we don't have a Winnie White open.
We only have a couple bottles left.
Okay, that's the way it works. I think the Lake House White is a little bit too much of a wine for this wrap. If we had garlic wine mussels,
Oh, it's not right.
it would go with it.
I agree.
But it doesn't. The last two had a great synergy. Oh, let's try crabapple.
So yeah, to be clear, when I bit into this wrap, this is a delicious.
Oh, the wrap is wonderful.
The flavors
I love
is all kinds of interesting flavors coming through. The hummus is really nice. The fresh vegetables, and the wine, as we already discussed, was outstanding.
Too much.
But
There's
the
too
two don't go together, and that's all that matters. You've got to understand that because you shouldn't be pairing wines with foods that don't go together because one of them is going to suffer, or if not, both of them are going to suffer. So don't drink Lake House White with our hummus wrap. It's not a good path.
Crabapple's not too bad. There's
Let me see the crab.
cabbage in here.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, the cabbage kind of goes with crabapple for some reason.
I like to say crabapple goes with almost anything.
Well, that's why I went to it, because it is one of these, chameleon wines that just changes color and fits with what's happening. And for me, it brought out the cabbage. I don't know why, but in a nice way, not in a bad way at all. But the little crunch, the little textural flavor parts, doesn't it go better than the Lake House White?
Way better. Yeah. And it's not the marriage that the Lake House Red and the first sandwich was.
Right.
That was a marriage.
Yeah.
They blended in your mouth and they became one.
Yeah.
This still remains two separate things that
might get divorced.
complement each other.
Yeah, it's not a marriage for life. They might get divorced.
I don't know about that. But they complement each other. So one doesn't lose to the other. They are okay. They blend together in my mouth nicely, but they don't combine. I still find them separately as I taste it. I find the crabapple separately from the So it's a nice pairing. I could easily drink crabapple with this hummus wrap and be happy with it.
Maybe the Winnie White went especially well with it. I mean, they nailed the other one, so I would assume so.
We screwed that up, didn't we?
You want to try the
Winnie White? We try that, yeah. I still have my Lake House red glass. It just means we have to drink more.
I don't know about this. This is a smoky.
Look at Matt says something else crazy here. He says a slow-moving barge called a snail's pace. He's actively looking into it. I can't wait to learn more.
I don't know how Matt does all the stuff that he does.
I know he's into so many things.
You must not sleep, Matt. I thought I didn't sleep.
That's great. So back to what we said earlier. So Ken and I and Chuck have teased
this doesn't work. Just from the aroma alone. Oh
no, don't do that.
No.
Not right at all. Oof. So Ken and Chuck and I have teased this idea around for about 5 years now. That we're going to ride.
So we're avid bicycling people. I mean, Chuck was almost on the Olympic team. He was a U.S. pro. And you and I are not pros, but we love riding bikes. And we ride a lot of bikes. And that's part of our friendship and our connection, besides wine and beer and lots of other things. So we've thought about doing an epic ride. Go out to the west coast of the U.S. and ride with a tailwind to the east. Go ride cross country. You've driven cross country a bunch of times. I've come cross country a few times. Chuck has ridden all over the world, different places, but none of us have done cross the lower 48 on bicycle.
No.
So we thought about doing that, and we thought, it'd be really fun to do it on a triple bike.
A triple,
not a tandem, a triple. So all three of us could be connected on the same bike, which means we could pull a keg and a trailer and have, we could
run lines up the bike.
Right. So Matt is a super accomplished creator of all sorts of stuff and a bike enthusiast. And so he got on this whole ride with us as a concept to go into it, and has been looking into either crafting a bike or finding a triple. And it's not so simple as it seems. You don't just stick a couple of bikes together and you go down the road. You need to be able to steer. You need to be able to stop.
It needs to be able to hold 600 pounds.
You need to be able to go uphill. You need to handle all the weight. It's not a simple challenge at all.
Well, he found one.
The Dutch Santana bike.
Yeah, so we have to talk about that because there's a possibility on the horizon here.
He may actually make this happen because you and Chuck and I, it's there, it's the dream, but we're so busy with so many other things.
I know, but this should happen.
I know. Well, Matt has helped to bring it up.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah. Appreciate it. We've been talking about it for years. So, and Geraldine notes on another subject that 3 Honey wine might go with that.
Oh. You are absolutely right.
Do we have some? It's not open.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll open it.
Geraldine, we're going to open this to try your idea, and Bob will bring it home to you. Okay?
Nice suggestion, Geraldine.
Now all the club members are going to be recommending wines that we open. And
Matt says the triple trailer chassis is road ready. Trailer Bike Towns is built with cooler too, ready to go. New Jersey to fetch it. That's where the New Jersey connection comes from.
That's the New Jersey. That's what he was talking about. He told us that in that thing.
He did. Here, I'll give you a fresh glass. All right. We don't want to blend that with crab apple. That would be funny.
I'll pour you a little bit to make sure I save some for Geraldine here.
Honestly, Ken, I think this is the best 3 Honey you've ever made. I do. You may feel differently, but
I love this vintage.
This vintage is the
11 vintage is still,
you had
like
to bring the 11
I did have to bring up the 11.
The 11 was pretty damn
It's
special.
got the gold medal up there.
And also the 11, we've been drinking it for 11 years, so it's.
You might be. Mine's all gone.
I'm sorry.
I don't have any 11s left. You were smart. You set them aside, and then you didn't drink them somehow. So 3 Honey wine, for those of you who do not know,
that's delicious.
is
Matt says with
to
lobster.
me and Bob's wife Geraldine's favorite wines. This is literally like the ultimate minimalistic sort of product. It's just honey, but not just honey. It is early season wildflower honey. Lots of different trees are in bloom this time of year, and that nectar creates a honey that's almost clear and really floral. So it's all the apple blossoms, it's all the peach blossoms, it's all the maple blossoms, all those early flowers create a nectar that ends up turning into a honey that's really light and really floral. That's just blended with water and fermented. And that's our 3 Honey wine.
Have it with a sandwich.
Maybe. I'm still enjoying this. Sorry. I get deflected if I have 3 Honey around. Okay, we'll see.
So Matt says this is good with 3 Honey's good with lobster. He really struck a chord with Geraldine there. Her favorite wine with her favorite food.
Geraldine, lobsters and 3 Honey. Or 3 Honey Gold. Might go really well with
trust me,
with
we've been
lobster. Yeah.
Many times.
So
there,
far.
man. It's good. I like it. Nice choice, Geraldine. Nice choice.
Yeah, that's a complementary relationship. They don't overpower one another. The sandwich is a lot of subtle flavors that come through.
It's light.
It's light, and the 3 Honey supports that and melds with it.
Yep.
It's not as like, oh my God, I want to eat this bacon jam panini with a whole bottle of Lake House Red type of thing. But it's pretty close. It has that support, right? Did I catch that right? Okay.
You nailed it. There's a phone ringing.
Phone ringing, sorry. We're closed. Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice choice, Geraldine. Thank you. We'll bring the rest of that home, maybe.
You know, I think every Monday, he's just going to recommend 3 Honey. Good call, Geraldine.
So,
That's good.
I also tabbed today. So I mistakenly suggested we were going to try some of the new spring menu. We weren't. We're trying our current menu, but I have some pictures that I shot.
Oh, you going to bring those up?
So yeah, let's share with it. So a couple weeks ago, our chef test run our spring menu with our staff, so we could make sure that we were on the right path. So let me share some of the pictures that we came up with.
That's a good combination.
So here you go. This is these are some of the items that are coming up on our spring menu, and unfortunately,
Can they hear us now that you put that up?
yeah.
Okay.
I hope so. If you
sure?
can't hear us, let me know. No, I didn't take us off the stream. I'm just sharing screen, so we're okay.
So we're still on the screen?
No, just the picture, but our
We're
voices.
still- okay.
Yeah. Tell us if you can't hear us. Please tell us.
So what item is that?
So this is a salad, and that's what unfortunately I don't have these titled, so I don't know the name that Debra has actually given to each of these salads, but I did want to share with you some wonderful new. Look at this salad, some apples and some onions and some.
Wow, romaine
and Priscilla says, "Get in my belly, belay, get in my belay." I think she. I'm not sure. Belay. What's? Yeah. Anyway, so that's another one. Look at this. Oh, that's the same one.
Bob, you
It's
took
got
nice pictures. That's the petite blue salad.
That's the petite
Is that
blue
the
salad.
petite blue salad?
No, it's supposed to be a
Sweet
new
dried
item.
blueberries?
It might be.
No, that doesn't look like it. Oh no,
I think
red
that's
onions
one of the
and
new-
walnuts
Yeah, maybe that is.
drizzled with house-made petite blue blueberry vinaigrette
Yeah.
on a bed of spinach and arugula.
Marika says summer salad with strawberries, goat cheese, radish, arugula,
That was the first one with the strawberry.
lemon,
one.
honey, and vinaigrette.
That was probably the first one
That
with
was
the strawberry.
That
one.
was this one.
Nope, back one more, right there. The strawberry rhubarb
Yeah.
with the croutons. Thank you, Marika.
So will you clarify, Marika, if this is the petite blue salad? And if not, what it
It's
is.
photographed with Petit Blue.
Yeah. Petit Blue Reserve. And then what do we got here? See, this is terrible. I'm going to show these great pictures. I don't know this is the surprise. You got to come in and learn about these things.
Maybe
Hermit Woods
part of the glimpse here is you guys see how this all works.
Yeah.
It's really organic.
Good thing we have a great team.
It's organic.
Well, Marika knows what all these are.
I know.
She's
It's a
right
good
on
thing
it.
we
She's
have a
going to
good
tell
team.
us. And she said that is the Petit Blue salad.
Okay.
And that's the Hermit's ham wrap. Thank you, Marika.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Good.
So we have some commentator off-site here. That's good. So what do we got here? This looks like roast beef. Ooh,
Is that with the
looks
Hermitage?
Good. With the Hermitage.
Ooh, that looks like a good wrap.
That looks delicious. That's
great.
so the last one was ham, cheddar, tomato, pickled greens, and I think one of the Blackwater mustards. So what is this one, Marika, with the Hermitage we got here? Hopefully she says she's got us. She's got our back. You always do.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's a good thing.
All right.
Very good
So
thing.
we got that looks like a roast beef. So roast beef wrap with tomato greens and horseradish mayo.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Horseradish and roast beef. Talk about a combination.
Janice
You know
wants
what?
us
You
to
know what?
stop.
You
She's
know what I
hungry.
want to make? I've always wanted to make a parsnip wine. I know it's making you
Stay
maybe
tuned.
gag a little bit.
No,
but
no.
it's supposed to make a fantastic
Look at
wine.
what you did
Parsnip.
with rose hips.
So I know rose hips.
They're
So
amazing.
I want to go pick a whole bunch of rose hips because I made a barrel of that before I blended
It's
it into
awesome.
Lake House
I've had
on
it.
its own. Remember when you had
it's
that?
amazing.
It's incredible stuff.
That's really cool.
So I got to pick anybody who wants to pick rose hips.
We need your help.
On the coastline. There's so many bushes out there. The birds get a bunch of them, but there's a whole bunch of others that just fall on the ground. And
All
we
right.
want to turn those into
So let's pull together a party of club members and friends and family.
Second week of August.
Second week of August, head
Rye
to the
Beach.
beach. Well, what's the worst than that? You get to go to the beach,
Rye Beach.
hang out together.
Right.
We'll drink wine.
We'll drink wine.
Yeah.
And we'll pick roses.
All right. Sign up. So what's this? We got
that's
hummus wrap. No, this is the quesadilla. This is the quesadilla.
Hummus quesadilla.
So, hummus. Let's see. This is looks like it's got some corn. Oh, she made this cool. I don't know what it is. It's this with corn. It's just
like a Southwest
salsa.
It's
really great.
Corn and
so she's having that with the Lake House White. That's really cool. You're going to like that. Nice, light, summery fare. And this is a new flatbread. And
you're not going to come up with this. You either need to pause there and give Marika time to type in.
That's
an answer.
okay. Come in and be surprised. Okay. This is our spring menu. We're going to release this in a couple weeks. Ooh, look at that.
Wow, that looks good.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. You're going to have to come in to learn the names of all these wonderful things. But I wanted to share.
So Bob takes
anyway.
good pictures, and Deb makes great food, and Marika tries to make sure that this all comes together.
We know what we're talking
about. We're not going to make it organized
Cilantro
enough.
lime hummus
See,
quesadilla.
she's got it. See, she's got it.
Cilantro lime hummus.
Cilantro lime.
I love it. That sounds good.
Thank you,
House-made
Marika.
hummus, roasted corn, roasted red peppers, manchego cheese sauce, and a lime garnish. Mmm. And this is a dessert flatbread.
Yeah, what is, that's just crazy stuff.
I know.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Deborah came up with it. She wanted to give people something to something sweet.
Some food to eat with their.
So you'll have it with a deep blue. You can see we're having it with the deep blue.
Yeah, perfect.
And it's got some chocolate and strawberries and some cheese. That's good.
So it's like a food dessert. I mean, you
a food dessert.
Flatbread. Well,
all
dessert
dessert
seems
food?
like it's just like a sweet filler. It's not like sustenance. But a flatbread seems like sustenance, right?
Sustenance,
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
like
food.
like a cinnamon roll. That's sustenance for me. It's not in a good way. Gotta go run a few more miles. So what do we got here? I don't know what this is. Marika will tell us. Dessert flatbread, white chocolate banana bread Wozz.
Oh, he does crazy
kills
stuff.
that stuff. I've had that.
put some white.
Strawberries, goat cheese, walnuts, and chocolate ganache. Oh my God, that's going to be good. And what do we got?
It is over the top.
Tell us what that is.
So much of this stuff is over the top. It's just great.
And then we got salmon, smoked salmon.
That looks like something I've had for a brunch.
Yes, this is like
capers.
It kind of comes with the capers, yeah, the capers and the onions. And
red onion, capers,
and
smoked salmon,
and some smoked salmon with some cheese, some blue cheese, maybe cream cheese or something like that. That was an Eli's panini earlier. We took a picture of. There we go.
What's that paired with? 3 honey?
This is not sap mead.
Oh, that would be good because it's citrusy.
Yeah.
Because often you do a little lemon,
a
lemon drizzle over top of that. The citrusy note of the not sap.
Oh, there's a close up of it. Look at that. Oh. Is that little dill on there?
Is this going to be for the yoga brunch? Is that what they're doing?
I'm not sure. This is one of our new menu items. This is going to be available all the time. We got a whole team of people making stuff up here.
Jesus.
We got. If I could keep up with all this,
great.
I'd have to stay up all night. So look at that. Oh, that's the
sloppy pig.
Sloppy pig, I think.
That's
right?
a good sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good sandwich.
That's a classic now. Already.
Look at that.
Short frame.
And what do we got? We're sharing that with the heirloom crab apple.
Of course
we are.
Yeah, with the pig.
The pig, yeah. Smoked salmon flatbread.
Drunk pig.
So there's the smoked salmon flatbread with dill, smoked salmon, capers, pickled onions, chives, and cream cheese. Yep. It was delicious. I had some. Let's see. We got, this is a new one. I'm not sure what that is. Excuse me. It looks delicious, though. That's the last one. Good. So there you have it. That's a preview of the deli's upcoming summer menu.
That's a tease with a capital T. But so remind me again, she is releasing these as specials
starting, well, they're as specials, so you can come in and randomly happen upon one of them.
Because I got a quesadilla the other day.
So they're just special. So, but as of Memorial Day, we're rewriting the menu, and we're going to have all of these on the menu.
So official change.
Memorial Day weekend, yeah. And some of the stuff that's on the menu, our favorites that many of you like, are going to stay on the menu. We're not going to take them off. The menu is actually going to grow a bit. And guess what else? I know that we've talked about this before, but we figured it out. The next door, the Beer and Wine Garden at 62 Main Street, we struck a deal with the Angry Hog.
Oh, wow. You guys,
Angry Hog Barbecue.
You know, I think Meredith just got a lot more crowded.
A lot more crowded.
Summer. It is going to be the place to hang out.
It's going to be hard to be on Main Street with the smell of the smoked meats of Angry Hog.
There's going to be everything. It's all laid up. I mean, we're a block from the lake.
Oh.
It's such a nice spot.
Guess what else?
Wait, there's more?
There's more. Right there. Right there. I can see it. You can't see it. But right there across the street.
I know. They got the glass
is a
all lit
new
up. Brand new
store coming to Meredith.
Maya's already gone in there and
I know.
I've talked to them about clothing.
Well, leave it to Maya. She's right on top of it. So
clothing.
So it's going to be a secondhand store.
Yep.
Plus also consignment. Plus they're going to have some new stuff as well. It's not just consignment. They're going to Turkish towels. They're having some Turkish towels delivered from Turkey.
Wow.
They may be a little late. They said the shipment's been delayed, but there's going to be some fun stuff, new and old.
We can talk to Betty. She's coming here from Turkey.
From Kosh,
so she could bring some towels.
There you go. So stay tuned. I just met them this afternoon. Great couple. They're putting in a new shop in the. It's been abandoned for 15 years. It's boarded up with plywood.
Off of our deck, right here in front of our nice winery, you used to look at plywood in this old dilapidated building. Now it's all spruced up, and there's this great new clothing store that's opening up.
I was there today. It looks great. They got a great little vibe going.
Good.
Cool people. I'm so excited.
They like to mountain bike.
And they like to mountain bike. We will be mountain biking together. Absolutely. You can count on it. So think about it. We got we got a trilogy. We've got Frog Rock. We got a great clothing store. We got great barbecue over there. This whole new menu that we're offering here. This is the center of Meredith right now. So come this summer and you'll experience.
It's too bad there's no alcohol there.
We got alcohol everywhere.
Oh,
See?
Choices
We have
upon
alcohol
choices upon
everywhere.
choices.
Very good.
So, because remember, we don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate.
No,
We like it all.
we like it all. So we're at 6:40. We've gone over 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. We're having so much fun.
We're rolling.
This has been great. I've really enjoyed
has been
this great food.
I hope you enjoyed it. I've had a good time.
Well, we've had some great questions.
Yeah.
And we've had some great comments. I wish I could have brought more of your comments. I've been trying to keep up, but it's hard to do both.
Marika, thank you.
Yes,
For
Marika
all
was
the
a rock
input.
star
Very helpful.
for the great food, and Stephanie for making this for us, and Marika for the great list to keep us organized, even though the DIPA threw me off to begin with.
It's still good.
So,
It's all good.
do we have a plan for next week? I don't think we do we?
No.
We're gonna try.
We're trying to.
We'll try and come up with a plan, but it doesn't matter. It can be random, right? You guys showed up as
Sometimes
random
it's
today,
2 hours before. Sometimes it's 3 days
and it's
before.
just as much fun, right?
For me, it is.
Yeah. So was it for you? I hope so. So we're gonna sign off, and we'll look forward to seeing you next Monday, which is going to be here in a flash, as we know, and then soon after that, we're going to be talking about upstairs.
That's
and
right.
we have. I should tell, Fortuna sausage.
Or we're.
Is
that Memorial
all
Day
the
weekend?
details haven't been secured, but we are going to be interviewing the founder of Fortuna Sausage.
Is that
and
Memorial Day weekend Monday?
It's Memorial Day weekend Monday, the Monday after. Yeah, that's where it fell. It's the last Monday of the month. That's what I say.
Let's do it.
Let's go. We're doing it.
Go.
So tune in for the last Monday of the month for an interview with the founder of Fortuna Sausage. Really great. We sell it. It's a fantastic.
This is a rarity that we would have a line of food without something Fortuna.
Yeah,
Because
we almost always have Fortuna.
Almost always, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good because we have a lot of other great stuff from
Yeah.
other people that make fantastic stuff.
Right.
Doesn't diminish that other at all.
So this is it. Thank you. I'll hopefully see you all next Monday. And between now and then, have a great week. I hope we can see you maybe in between.
Hopefully we're there. Hopefully Chuck's there. He doesn't break something.
He doesn't
again.
break something again. So we'll see you next week. Have a great week. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.